There are 42 beds in the Callanan Park Community Garden behind me. It's a partnership with the City of Shelton and the Mason Conservation District.
It's a really beautiful experience. You feel a lot of joy. The people are happy. Everybody's working together. They visit each other's gardens.
I think it was a few years ago. It was a partnership between the City of Shelton, Mason Conservation District, and Hope Garden Project. And then they kind of designated this plot of land to turn into a community garden. And then they built all the beds with a bunch of people.
The beds are free. You sign up for them in winter, and come spring, one of them is yours for the season.
And each winter, so before the growing season starts, people can register for a free garden bed. And we usually post about it, but there's also the form on our website. And you just register, and then we'll give you a garden bed in the springtime.
Getting a bed is the easy part. Making sure everybody in Shelton knows the beds are here, that takes a partner.
Together we do a lot of outreach, and we bring the outreach to in multilingual languages. We do Spanish, Mam, and Cancobal. A lot of our volunteers do outreach at our food bank to pass out flyers. We do the translation of flyers to get people to come out here and take advantage of all the workshops that the Conservation District puts on for the community garden. The community feels very secure with us. They know that if we share information about an event, that they'll be able to find commonality with the language. There's not a language barrier there. It's a great bridge builder.
On a good afternoon out here, you'll see 3 generations of one family all in the same row.
They ask each other, about information. They share plants. They share seeds. They get questions answered. They have a lot of fun. It's like a family community day when they're out here.
For the Conservation District, a garden in the middle of town isn't a side project. It's the mission.
The Conservation District has a food security initiative, which has been in partnership with many other community partners like Hope Plaza, Salish Roots Farm. And we work with local small farms to purchase produce, take it to food banks, and that's kind of our food accessibility. But we also try to work on food sovereignty and helping people learn and also have access to grow their own food and sustain themselves regarding food. And so the community gardens align with that. It gives people space if they don't have the means to build a garden bed in their garden, or they don't have a yard, like if they live in an apartment. And by being in the city, in Callanan Park, which, there's always kids in the playground and everything, it is in an accessible and open location where hopefully people feel welcome and okay to enter and participate. It's very much a grounding practice, and because you have your hands in the dirt, it's like physical, and it's something that you kind of have to be consistent with, because if you want to see your plants flourish, then you need to come at least every week, weed them, water them. So it's just kind of a way to practice grounding and mindfulness and just be in a space in community.
And out here, that's about all anybody's asking of each other.
They come here and, no one is asking about any politics or anything like that. It's all about the garden and what they're planting, what they're growing, how abundant and what the soil looks like. It's a whole different terminology. There's no interest in backgrounds except knowing about planting.
The district and the volunteers build the beds, but what they're really after is what happens after they walk away.
I think that is what we would consider a success, is the community ownership. Because even though we build them and it's like, oh yeah, it's Mason Conservation District, we really want the people to feel like this is their garden. And we're just here to help.